Hi.
Hi, sir. We are live, sir.
You are live now. I can't see myself on the screen. Okay. Teaching chat again. Hi.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. Can you see the presentation?
Yes. Now I can see. Thank you very much.
No
Let
problem.
me start. Hi to everyone. Today is a good day again. You are joining me on STEM Africa Geeks, whereby we are teaching you via these devices online. And then I would like you to be attentive today because I'm having to you a very interesting lesson. It's a Friday. It's a very good day. We are also going to wrap up on all the things we did during the week. Hi to to the Woma family, Dylan, Ntombizodwa, Sen, Ken, all of you who have been supporting this program. I would like you to come back all the time and please be with me because these lessons are following each other. They are sequential. So don't miss even one lesson because you will be unable to link the previous lesson with the lesson that we are busy with. So today is very simple. I'm going to teach you about sand and clay and the products thereof. But before we can go any further, let me start by recapping on what we did yesterday. Yesterday, we did about natural materials and also the man-made materials. That is what we did. So I know that some of you have been throughout the lessons, so they remember what we did. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm not going to repeat everything. Thank you to everyone. Then my lesson objectives are very simple. Lesson objectives is that at the end of the lesson, you must be able to explain how glass and pottery are made. You must be able to identify the raw materials needed to make glass and ceramics. You must also be able to explain the design process in technology because designing things or products in industries, they follow a certain process. So it is very imperative for you as children to know this process. Those are my lesson objectives for today. So let us start with our lesson. I'm going to start with sand and clay. Number one is that some materials are made from different types of soil. Some materials are made from different types of soil. Then we've got different types of soil. I'm going to focus on sand and clay. Number two is that sand is a type of soil. Sand have small grains, not too tiny grains, but small grains. Number three, a mixture of sand, limestone, and soda ash is used to make glass. If you can mix those three things, then you'll end up having a glass with you. You mix them together and put them in the kiln, in the furnace, in a very hot oven of fire. So number four, now I'm coming to clay. Number four, clay is another type of soil. Now, clay is different from sand because clay has fine grains, very tiny grains. They make up clay. Then number five is that it is a raw material used to make ceramic and pottery products. This clay, we used it for ceramic and pottery. Those are the things that you must know. I'm not going to repeat them since this lesson is going to be a bit long. So it's two things, sand and clay. So sand, in simple sense, is that it makes glass combined with soda ash and limestone. Clay makes pottery. Those are the two distinct things. Now, let me check if you were listening. Let me check if you are listening. Can you list the three materials used to make glass? Can you list the three materials used to make glass? Sana, can you do that? Sana is raising the hand. Can you do that?
Sand, clay. So sand, clay.
Okay.
Sand, clay.
Okay. We use sand and what? Soda ash, ne?
Clay.
Including what? Yes, I mean those things used to make glass. Sand.
Clay.
Okay, no, you are wrong. Clay is the correct thing is that you mentioned sand, which is right. You are right. We use sand, limestone, and soda ash to make glass. Okay, we use sand, but the main thing is sand. Then it is mixed with soda ash and limestone. It makes glass. Now, let me ask you another question. What raw material is used to make pottery and some ceramics?
Clay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. You are right. Very brilliant. Clay is used to make pottery. That is the one used to make pottery. Thank you. You are very brilliant. And maybe for that. Number C, what is the difference between sand and clay? Because these two types.
Clay is soft and wait, ma'am, sir, please tell me the other thing.
Yeah, clay is correct. Clay is very soft. And sand?
Sand is like
loose.
Grains,
yes. Good, very good. It's like grains and it is loose. It does not stick together. But clay can stick together, can make one bond, like a bow stick. If you know the bow stick, the one that you use on the books,
yes,
is the same as
yes,
clay. But with sand, it's like grains, like salt. Salt, you pour in the in when cooking. So that is the simple way I can explain to you. Now let's go forward. Let's start to look at the process of making glass. I said sand, limestone, and soda ash mixture are heated until they melt. But they are heated in a furnace. Furnace is a very, very, very hot oven. It's made of chemicals. It's not the fire that you know. It's the fire that was made from very, very, very flammable chemicals. So they must mix these three things in that furnace, and it must reach 1,700 degrees for the sand, the limestone, and also the soda ash to come together and make one mixture. So that mixture, it melts. You remember we talked about melting. When you put something in high temperature, it starts to melt. So this melts at 1,700 degrees Celsius to become a liquid glass. Then number 4, while the mixture is still hot, it can be shaped into different products when it is hot. So when it is a liquid, you pour it down, it will be flat. It will take that shape. And when it cools, then it is hard glass of that shape. That is how the glass is made. Now, when I get to the next slide, as you can see, there is what we call people who blow glasses. We call them glass blowers. That is a typical way if you can see, that person have put those three products together, then they melted, then he put in the pipe on the oven or the kiln, then blow the liquid glass. Then when you blow the liquid glass, it makes a balloon. It's like blowing something in the water because it is still liquid. Then until it gets to a shape, then we'll make a shape that they want. If you can see on the right side, that person can make that shape. Then you can also use the mold. When the glass is still a liquid, then they can use the mold, something that is having a particular shape, like the bottle you can see, then it can make that type of shape. Or they can make a very strong glass. It's called a tempered glass. And this glass is used to make high-rise buildings. It's also used to make those high security vehicles. Then that glass is been heated many times until it is very strong and it cannot be broken. So as you can see that building, they use that type of glass. Those are the glass products. There are many more glass products, you know, many more. Can you mention any glass products that you have at home? Beside the bottle, beside the skyscrapers, meaning the tall buildings, beside other ornaments, is there any other thing that you know about glass product? Is there somebody who can name any glass products they know? Okay, let me pass. Let me go to the next part. Now I'm coming to pottery products. Pottery products is very simple. On pottery products is very simple. Clay is wet. It can be shaped into different shapes. Clay, when it is wet, you just have to shape it the way you want. You can make any shape. Like Bostik, I just don't have it now, but it's slippery like this thing I'm having here. This is not real clay, but I'm just showing you that you can flatten it and make any shape when it is still wet. Then when you make a shape, maybe I make this type of shape. When you make a shape, maybe like this one, they put it in a furnace. That oven, we call it a furnace. It's not an ordinary oven for baking. You put it in the furnace, it must be 500 degree to 1,400 degree. Then it becomes hard because when you put it in furnace, the liquid evaporates. You remember the evaporation process, we learned about it. Then it becomes a solid shape pot that you have just made. So that is how the pottery is made. So you can also make different products. Like for instance, on the next slide, we are having different types of pots. We are having bricks, the clay bricks to make buildings. We are having the tiles for the building. You see that other pot. Very long time ago, people here in Africa were using that type of pot before civilization. So clay have been used for many years. It did not start now. So even now, there are many more products that you can mention. It's a lot of them. I don't have too much time today because we have a test. Let me go to the next slide. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and it's an activity. What is the oven called? What is the oven called that humans make glass in and bake clay products? I've mentioned a particular oven that people use when you make glass or you bake clay products. What do you call that oven? Hello?
What's it called?
The furnace. We call it the furnace. The furnace is the oven that we use to bake the glass and clay products. Number 2, at what temperature does sand make glass to become liquid?
Between 500 and 1000.
1000,
Degrees.
1700 degrees. Thank you very much. Now, number 3, mention different methods that can be used to shape glass. I've indicated 3 methods that people can use to shape the glass. You see, glass is shaped differently. Now I want only 3. Can you give me 3 methods that we use to shape the glass? Blowing. Number 1 is blowing. The second one. Okay, assuming we're having a connection problem. Blowing. Number 2, we are having what you call molding. Then they put it in a shape. Then it takes the shape of that mold. Number 3 is tempering. They make it, they heat the glass many, many times until it's very hard. Those are the 3 ways you can make glass. You can shape it. So, number 4, are clay pots new to cooking in South Africa? I want a yes or a no.
No, they are not.
Yeah, they are not. Thank you very much. Thank you. They are not new. Clay pots have been used long time back, before civilization actually. Now, number 5, why are clay pots put in the furnace? Why do you put them? Why do we put them there? Because after having shaped them, they are put inside the what you call oven, that furnace. Why do we put them in the furnace? Why do you put them in the furnace? What is the reason? Why don't they just leave it to dry?
To make it hard. To make it hard.
Yes, they want to make it, they want the liquid to evaporate quick so that it becomes hard, so that it becomes very hard. The higher the temperature, the harder it becomes. Like the bricks. When the bricks have been baked for a long time, they even change the color, become very hard. So now let's come to the next slide. In this slide, we are going to learn about design process, because when making products in industries, there is a particular procedure they follow. First of all, when they make any product, whether it's a car, a calculator, whether it's a cell phone, whether it's any other product, they first undergo what we call investigation. They investigate the people who are going to use it. It must be suitable for them. It must be user-friendly. They must know what type of the product must be made. So they don't just start making any product. They start making research. So we call it investigation. Thereafter, number 2 is designing. They just design it, writing it on the paper, drawing on the paper, sketching it up. Thereafter, after sketching, then they choose the right design they want, because they draw a lot of designs. Then the one they choose, they agree to say this one is correct with reasons. Then they start making it. It's making process. After making that product, then they will start evaluating. Sometimes if it's a pot, maybe you made many pots. You want to test if this pot is very strong, you just let it fall down. You see if it will crack or if it will break. Then you'll make a reason, you'll change a plan or change the products that you use. Maybe if it breaks, you might know the reason why it broke. Then you can redo it again and see if you come up with a better product. After coming up with the best product, then you communicate, meaning it's advertisement, putting it on the poster to show the people the product that you have made. That is the design process used in industry. The first one is investigation. Number 2, design. Number 3, making. Number 4, evaluating. Number 5 is communicating. So those are the design process that we use in science and technology. So now, let me show you, because glass can be reused. Then I have a small glass here with me. I want to break it into half. This part up, this one, I want to use this one and leave out this one. So what I need a string. I just put a string here around this bottle. Then I have poured something, a liquid called acetone. I don't know if it is now dry. I did it before I come here. Then I'm going to light it with a match, but don't do it. This is for parents. I'm just letting you know that glass can be reused as well, because there is a lot of pollution. Making glass causes pollution. Here is my match. Don't do this. This is for parents only. So I'm going to light this bottle here. It is already, I think now it is already dry. You can do it at home. You just light it, then it burns. Then after burning, you put it inside the water. You put it inside, then it will break in half. You can do it at home. I just don't have time to do it now because I have to give you a small test that I've made for you for Friday. Because this is Friday, is a good day. Let's go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. Then on the next slide, we are having what we call it's a test. It's a test that I have given to you to check if you were doing your work while you were teaching. Let me read the first question. We do this orally. After this test, then you just see how much you got. You just see how much you got. We are going to do it orally. You just test your knowledge. Number 1, I want the answers. Changing the state of matter from a liquid to a gas is called what? You choose one from A, B, C, D. Changing the state of matter from liquid to a gas. What do we call it? Okay, number 2. Yes, number 2, it will be hail is in a what state? What state is hail? Hail is in a liquid, solid, gas, or plasma state. Bophelo want to give an answer? Okay, let me go to the next one. 1.3, manufactured materials are there, number A, are there in nature? Or number B, they are raw. Number C, they are natural. Number D is man-made. Now I'm going to give you answers for these 3 questions. 1.1, the change of state of matter from liquid to gas. Liquid to gas is called evaporation. That is number C. 1.2, hail is in a what? In a solid state. Hail is in a solid state. Dylan, thank you. 1.3, manufactured products are man-made is number D. Manufactured products are man-made. Let's go to the next one. The next slide is question 2. Ne? Question 2 is the next slide. So you check yourself how much you got, then you will see whether you are there or you are not with us. Question 2, you match column A and B. Ne? Now, 1, in this cycle, water moves from liquid to gas and back to liquid. Then I have A, B, C, D, E. Then you choose one from A up to E. Number 2, investigating, designing, making, evaluating, and communicating. What is that thing? A up to E. You choose one. Number 3, found in nature. Then we choose one. You choose one from A up to E. Number 4, molecules of substance move faster. In, then you'll tell me molecules of substance move faster in what? Then the last one, water vapor form rain. Water vapor form rain. Now those are the 5 questions. Now, did you write your question, your answers? Then let's see. Number 1, be honest. You must do it. Be honest with yourself. It will help you. The answer for number 1 is water cycle, is E. Number 1, answer is E. Then number 2, answer is D. Number 2, answer is D. Number 3, the answer is B. Number 3, the answer is B. Number 4, molecules of a substance move faster in what? Number C, in high temperature. Number 4, the answer is C. Then number 5, water vapor form rain in condensation. Yes, condensation, yes, is the process that happens when water vapor, yes, form the rain. That is question 2. Let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next question. Thank you very much. Now, here you must complete. You complete this, you will write the answers on these 4 letters, A, B, C, D. You write down the name of the process taking place. Number A, now that is a solid. On the right, no, sorry, on the left, you see a solid. In the middle is a liquid. The last one is a gas. Now, what process is taking place in number A? You write A and write the name of the process. What do you call it? Now, you come to number B. You say, what process make the liquid change to gas? When the liquid change to gas, it's a process. Now, number C, now it was a gas, then it changes into a liquid. What is the process? What do we call that process? Now we come to D, when the liquid becomes a solid, what is that process? Then you must be honest with yourself. Don't cheat. I can't see you, but please don't cheat so that it helps you. You know where you are or what ability you are having in the lessons that we did. Then number A, the answer is melting. Number A, the answer is melting. Then B, the answer is evaporation. B is evaporation. Then C, we've got condensation. C is condensation. Then D is freezing. D is freezing. Now, those are the answers for this question. You can see it's 4 marks. Now we come to the last one. The last one. Why is it important? Why is it important for people to process materials? I want to know, why is it important for people to process materials? Number 2, why is it important to consider environment during processing? Why is it important to consider the environment during processing? The last one, give a reason why you will choose wood instead of sand to make a door. Why will you choose wood instead of sand to make a door? Now I'm going to answer this question. Yes, I'm going to answer it. Number 1, it is important to process materials so that we are able to use them. So we process materials to make them useful. Number 2, why is it important to consider the environment during processing? So that we can prevent pollution of land, of air, of water. So that we can prevent pollution of land, air, and water. Or you can just say, so that we can prevent pollution. So number 3, the reason why we choose wood instead of sand to make a door is that wood is light, sand is heavy. So the door needs to not be very heavy. It needs something very light. So then you can go back and see how much you got. You can go back and see how much you got. This is 3 marks. Then you can go back and see how much you got. This is out of 15. Be honest to yourself so that so that you know your level of understanding. So if you need to go back on the first lessons, then you'll go back and start to revise what we have done, because these lessons are exactly in for term 2. They are designed specifically for this term. So it is important every week on the last day, I'm going to give you this type of a test to see whether you still remember the things that we have done, because it is important for you to know. Can you tell me your marks? How much you got? How much you got? Anybody with a total? Is there somebody who got total? Only one person. One person. Oh, 9. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay, 10. All right. 13. Dylan, 8. Good. The pass mark is 8. Evan. Dreyer, you got 15. Now you are going to be a doctor. Simulo, 14. 14. Zizi, oh, 11. 15. No, you are clever students. Nobody failed. I'm happy that nobody has failed. Oh, somebody got 25. How can you get 25? Laurentia. Laurentia, you are cheating. 25. Where do you get the extra 10 marks? Okay. Oh, there was a what? 1, 2, 3. Oh, only 3. 15. Gabriela. Yeah, thank you for attending this lesson. I'm not going to stress you much. It is Friday today, and then I'm happy to be with you. And then thank you for being with us throughout the week. And I love you all. Keep safe, stay at home. And then I would like to say with these words, thank you to my host, Mr. Khalid. Thank you for hosting me throughout the week. It's been a very great week with you. I've loved working with you. And then we have enjoyed the lessons together. There were hiccups, but I managed to help. You managed to help me to, in order for me to be able to put my things in order. I say bye-bye, I love you, then I'm happy to be with you. See you next week. Next week is going to be nice. Nice weekend, bye-bye. I love you all, and thank you for being here with us. Bye.